Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Cardinals head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Demon Deacons ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense will have the ball first. And here comes Lincoln Keenholz, former Ohio State Buckeye. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. Off play action on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. It's caught. They can. Third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. The play action fake. The sure hands, it's forward. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Brown. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And now they've moved into the red zone. First down, right back to Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run with Brown. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field.
like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Demon Deacons offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Pressure coming. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Again, it's Brown. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. The Cardinals are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like, this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it. Went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lopez. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown Cardinals. Took it all the way back to the house.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Throwing, Lopez. With the catch, it's Wiggins. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Lopez to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wiggins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Demon Deacons are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The play fake, Lopez. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls.
That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we... The second. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Lopez to throw. Throws it deep. Goes high to pull it in. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the back. Makes the grab over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Spins away from the defender. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Demon Deacons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
you hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, wait. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville's offense is taking the field, and they look ready to go. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Wiggins. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Now on the counter. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Pulls and fires complete. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing for it on fourth, Gio Lopez. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 quarters, I think, safe to say. And for this offense, they were sleepwalking a little bit early in the first quarter, but they've come alive now in the second quarter. They've made some plays. You can see them playing with a totally different confidence, a totally different sense of urgency, and they feel right now, David, like they're unstoppable.
And the game just completely flipped, wasn't it? Like, it was kind of crazy. It felt like this was going to be a blowout, and then all of a sudden you rattle off a couple touchdowns. We got a great game, kind of back and forth. Now, which team can keep the momentum, can get their offense and defense playing right at the same time?
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short long-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They go right back to it. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And he got enough for the first down, but we'll need to check on that injured player. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Hand off for Brown. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Richardson. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Skinner. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the RPO, complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. Into the end zone for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's forward. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Cardinals!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Lopez. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 11 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And Holly's down working the sidelines. What's the latest on his status?
The Wake Forest head coach told me coming out of the locker room, their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
All right, Holly. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Throwing, Lopez. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Wiggins. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Lopez from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On first down, it's Brown again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Being chased. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand.
Nothing you can do about that. This quarterback saw the matchup he wanted, took a shot. Wasn't the perfectly thrown ball, but his guy went up and somehow snagged that with one hand.
Could not make his way to the corner.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Demon Deacons trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Demon Deacons! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Got a man. It's forward. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking long. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Louisville! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Right down the middle with the catch. It's Clark. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Lopez to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Clark, and he's knocked down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. Fires left. He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge 1st down on 3rd and long.
He's going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Unloads quickly. Runs through the tackle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Again, it's Lopez. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with the 1st down in the final period. Lopez. Release to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it. It's Clark. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Lopez to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Flips it out on the screen. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
And that's got to be demoralizing for this defense. They've now given up a couple of different 4th downs on this drive with the lead. Someone's got to step up and make a play defensively.
And the Demon Deacons will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Demon Deacons! defense. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Fires downfield. That's reeled in. It's Richardson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They send the tight end in motion. They'll go right back to him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. And it's gone! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Lopez. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Hernandez. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Lopez to the air again. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. That screen pass just never had a chance to get going, and the defense wrecked it from the start.
And you assume on a screenplay you're going to get something positive, something decent. That was absolutely awful. There was nowhere to go, no room for the running back to make a play. That offense needs to execute that a lot better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. He's got his man. Breaks into the open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's Lopez to throw. Sets up the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Lopez wants to fire. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quick release by the QB. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job. And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make